Aloha! Please kokua and help us reach new viewers by subscribing to our HUOA YouTube page. Look for the red subscribe button on the bottom right. It's free. Your subscription supports our mission to share Uchinanchu Aloha around the world. Also, don't forget to give our videos a thumbs up. Mahalo and yuta surugutu urige sabina.
Hi, Sai.
Hi, Sai, John-san. How's it going?
Hi, Sai. DJ, we're so glad we got back our president, our HUOA 2022 president on Yuntaku Live. You know what? I think this is the first time we've had a guy host.
Guy host.
You know, we've had the gal host, but it's the first time we're having the guy host.
I think so. You know, I feel like we've done it before, but it's been a while at least.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, but we're already, we are like close to halfway through July already, which means we got a whole bunch of events flying at us.
We do, man. It's been very busy. I feel like it's been starting to feel like a little bit of normal here, right?
The crazy normal.
I mean, starting to get, a little bit, we're starting to have more live events. Mm-hmm. So I saw you, a couple days ago at Kenten Odo Sensei's Dokuenkai concert. We had about 300-400 people in attendance.
Great concert.
And then right before that, I was at the Gaza and... I'm spacing out right now. It was Gaza and what is Dave Arakawa, the president? Nishihara, yeah. Gaza and Nishihara Club picnic at Ala Moana Beach Park. And they had about 200 people as well, too, and had, games for kids and games for the kupuna. It was very cool.
It's so nice to have the clubs getting back out and having picnics again, because that's such a tradition for the Okinawa clubs here in Hawaii.
Definitely. And, speaking of which, we're starting to have more events for the rest of the year. So if you go to HUOA.org, and, hopefully you're enjoying the new website. Mm-hmm. But if you go in the tab under News and Events and go to Events, it'll show you all the upcoming events. So we got one that's coming up in a couple weeks. That's our Legacy Award Banquet. And I believe we are still...
selling tables?
Selling tickets and tables. And so you can actually buy it online from here. Individual tickets are $150. But we're honoring actually three really tremendous people who've contributed so much to our community and, done so much for the organization. And they're just great leaders. So, of course, we're honoring Dr. Mark Mugi-ishi. He's the president and CEO of HMSA. We're also going to be honoring our very own HUOA executive director from 2018, Jane Serikaku, of course, posthumously. And then Paul Yonamine, who is the current chairman and CEO of Central Pacific Financial Corporation and Central Pacific Bank. So it's going to be another big event. We already have over 400 people signed up. It's at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. And so it's going to be very exciting. And so I'm really looking forward to it and looking forward to see you guys.
Yeah, and I want to take this opportunity to say a big mahalo ipe nihe debitu to our three honorees. Of course, Jane has passed, but her family will be visiting from all over to represent Jane Serikaku. But they are not only being honored, but they're also assisting HUOA and supporting HUOA as this Legacy Awards is one of our major fundraisers. So I want to thank all of you who are coming out to support not only the honorees, but of course, HUOA.
Yeah, so still tickets available, and I highly recommend it. It's a really nice event, good food, good venue, and then there's a silent auction. Good time to do your holiday shopping, get it started early. So again, HUOA.org, and then also if you go to OkinawanFestival.com, we got a really awesome, beautiful website for our 40th Okinawan Festival. So hopefully you guys can mark your calendars. It's September 3 and 4, Saturday, Sunday on the Labor Day weekend. and it's coming up really fast, less than 2 months away. So our, Okinawan Festival committee member and Chair Clarice has been really working hard, meeting like
Kudos to Clarice.
once or twice a week, just preparing for this event. So again, it's going to be live at the Hawaii Convention Center, and you can find out all the latest information here on this website. We do have some updated information on here, and then we got something that's really exciting. If you go to this More tab and go to the very first, we have a T-shirt design contest. So this is something that we're in the voting phase right now, so there are several that you can vote for, and we humbly ask for your vote. And this is really fun because we had, our diehard fans, go out there to actually design their own festival T-shirt designs, right? And you get to pick, So I highly suggest it. I already have like 2 or 3 that are really my favorites, and my passion is always Asa, so I might have to pick this one. But
and my passion is shishi, so I might have to pick the shisa ones.
Wait, shishi. Your passion is to shishi.
Well, that too.
Oh,
But,
okay.
for the shishimai, the lions, of course, are my favorite.
So again, okinawanfestival.com, and you can find out all the latest information. So exciting, man.
We'll talk about it in upcoming Kari, Yuntaku Live, but we have Kari coming up as well.
That's right.
So maybe a quick blurb about Kari. This is, we've had it before at our Okinawa Festival, but this year we're going to have it live at the Hawaii Okinawa Center. So it's all brand new, and we're going to have food vendors here. It's going to be terrific. We're going to have outdoor beer garden, and of course on the gi, but we'll fill you folks in more as that event gets closer.
Hey John, you had me at the beer garden, just so that you know. Hey, it's been so long. I'm very rusty. It's been a while since I've actually been a host, but thank you very much to all the viewers out there. I'm seeing your comments come in. Pono, Zimmerman, thank you very much. Haisai, あれ漢字悪いな、読めないなんとかなんとかさんってなんね。
Haisai.
I gotta do more Duolingo. And then Cheryl Nakamoto from Salt Lake. And then we also have Pono again. Haisai YouTube と Facebook となんとかさんってなんであれは。後で聞かないといけない。We gotta ask the Kinjo family later.
Maybe it's just Haisai 皆さん。
皆さん。あ、そうかな。More Duolingo.
Hey, Kansas City. Wow, Angela. Thanks for viewing all the way from Kansas City.
Oh, what time is it at Kansas City? It's
You're 5 hours ahead. Yeah, my gosh.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And then again, if you haven't already, really appreciate it. We're all like over 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. But again, we really need your support in your subscription. So there's no cost to it. But, it really helps. Well, one, you get notifications whenever we have a Yuntaku or video that we promote. We try to have one at least 2 to 3 times a month. And, if you don't mind, hit like and subscribe. And then if you, if you wouldn't mind donating, if you're enjoying our content, there's also a way to donate and do a super chat. If you have that available. So really appreciate your support for watching us to allow us to perpetuate and promote the Okinawan culture here in Hawaii and the globe now.
Yeah, we just get all excited when we know that so many people are watching and tuning in and just share our passion in everything that's, Okinawa and Hawaii.
Definitely, man. All right. So, John, really looking forward to our guest today.
Yes. I'm really excited about today's guest because it's always very special when we bring on guests from overseas, right? So we all often talk to our local entertainers and our local individuals here, but we have guests from Okinawa today, and many of the HUOA past presidents are familiar with the name Kinjo, and of course, it's not the Mr. Kinjo hotels that are all over Okinawa now, but it's the Kinjo family do own, and manage hotels in Okinawa, and they've also always been a part of helping and supporting HUOA. And this family, as you'll hear, has really fallen in love with Hawaii and has a close connection with Hawaii. Hitoshi, who is the manager owner of Sun Palace Kyoyokan, and as well as the Palace Inn and Moon Beach Hotel out in Onna. He attended the University of Hawaii. So there you go, direct relationship. He's been a member and officer of the Okinawa Hawaii Kyokai. That's why he often supports all of the officers when we go to Okinawa. And then his wife Masami also attended the University of Hawaii and went there specifically to study Hawaiian jewelry. So she had a passion for all that is Hawaii, and then she got involved in more specifically metal jewelry. But then she's also a senior advisor for pearls as well. And so we'll go over some of her unique designs, but just they have so much to share. And, some of us, like I said, are familiar with them, but we want to make them, known to all of you in Hawaii and across the world. So when you visit Okinawa, you now have more friends to talk to and visit. So let's bring on Hitoshi and Masami Kinjo.
Hitoshi-san to Masami-san.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Sai, hi, Sai.
Sai. Welcome. People often don't realize that we're doing this live. So, what time is it in Okinawa, and how hot is it over there today?
Right now at 2 o'clock, 15 minutes. And very hot.
Is it
30,
very hot and humid?
32,
Yeah, July.
32 or 33.
32?
Yeah, 33.
Okay, that's in and around 90 plus degrees in Fahrenheit. And because of the humidity in Okinawa, that means it probably feels like 98 degrees.
Yeah.
And you bocha, and then you come out and you just start you're just sweating again. So that's Okinawa. But yeah, we want to learn more about you, Hitoshi, first of all.
Right. Well, humidity is 66% right now.
Wow.
Oh,
Very humid then. Oh. But it is July in Okinawa.
yeah.
After we finish the rainy season, it's summer comes and very hot these days.
Mm. I know. DJ hasn't been to Okinawa. We were supposed to do Aisatsu last year, but because of the pandemic, we weren't able to. So I know he has a lot of questions for you and wants to get to know you, Hitoshi-san.
Yeah. So I don't think we've ever had a chance to meet. Although I've stayed at the Sun Palace Hotel.
Oh, I guess
This
that's
show. Yeah, I have, and but I never had a chance to meet. And I'm fairly new, but I'm very much looking forward to meeting you. Hopefully for Aisatsu this coming August, and definitely for the Uchinachu Taikai. But love to find out more about you and a little bit about your brief family history. And so, what started your relationship with Hawaii?
Well, actually, I say I went to Hawaii and then went to University of Hawaii. That's it's kind of that's the first relationship with Hawaii. Of course, I visited a couple times before that for the only trip. And also, my father and mother have many friends, in Hawaii. So, and other things, such as many guests from Hawaii to some palace.
Yeah, they you I mean, I know we have photos of your time and friends in Hawaii, but we'll go to that a little later. So maybe we have a lot of photos to share with all of you tonight, and so maybe we'll start with your family history.
Wow. Hi. This is my grandfather's ID. Maybe that is 1935 or 36. Because there are no pictures, no, the photograph. So that time, the ID was, made my drawing his face.
Oh.
My father, my grandfather, Kosei Shuhama, that is my mother's father. he was the immigrant, Peru. So 1928, he immigrated to the Peru, and then he had a war, and then he lived there about 7 years. And then he learned, well, actually, he started to work at the car maintenance shop, and then working hard and then get money and bought a car. And then he's selling the many foods and then general uh, something like general things. General, how to say, 雑貨を売ります. And also he learned Spanish very hard. Then he went back to Japan and he worked at the Yokohama Hotel and the Naruto Hotel as a general manager. Because he was hired because he can translate English and Spanish. So at the time, nobody could do that. He was very, how to say, 非常に皆さんから重宝かとても利用されました。はい。As a translator.
Oh, wow.
Right.
So Spanish
Right.
and Japanese.
Spanish and English.
Translate.
Japanese and English. Spanish.
English. Wow. Amazing.
And after he went back to Okinawa, 1941. Actually, when he came back to Okinawa, the World War II was started. So just he and family was struggling. Then after finished the World War II, he started the hotel business in 1948. That is the HUOA, the name of HUOA. It's near, it's Ukishima Dori. It's located Ukishima Dori. It's close to Kokusai Street, Kokusai Dori.
Oh.
Hi.
Is that the current location?
No, it's different. Right now,
I see.
our location is Kumoji. So it's
Okay.
Oh.
10 minutes by walk. The location of Ukishima Dori. 10 minutes.
If it's 1948, was it one of the first hotels to open?
Well, yeah, that's right. Before the World War II, there are Okinawa Hotel. But Okinawa Hotel is not the like general hotel. That is the Army's hotel, Japanese Army.
Oh.
So the general hotel is the first one, Okinawa after World War II.
Wow. Okay.
And then your grandparents, I'm sorry, your parents took over.
Yes.
Well, actually, first your grandparents. I think we have photos of your grandparents.
Yes. Right. Konsei Shirohama and Chiyoko Shirohama. They're from Nago, Bimata. They were born in Nago, Bimata.
Mm.
And they moved
Kinjo-san, is this the same? Is this the same gentleman as the drawing?
Yes,
This
that's
gentleman. Wow.
Same.
Wow. Okay.
It's same. Face looks same.
Yeah. No.
Right. Oh, this is the picture of the Kyoyokan just opened 1948. So,
Oh.
well, it's he collected many woods, around there and made it. The great thing is, the phone number. There are the sign at Kyoyokan
Mm.
above the picture, and then
And only 3 numbers.
213 is phone number bottom. 213
Oh, 213.
three digits.
So does that mean that it's the 213th business with that phone number?
Maybe.
Sugoi, sugoi.
Wow, and that's so soon after the war. But
So,
he must have done well because I mean, just soon after that,
3 years,
uh,
right? 3 years later,
3 years.
2002.
and
The,
then well, it looks like you folks had a lot of famous people staying at the hotel, but it's probably stayed at the new Kumoji location only 8 years later,
mm,
or not 8 years, was it? A little more than that, but
right,
oh yeah,
8 years.
8 years later.
1956. Yeah. And this building is still standing as
No,
well, correct?
we, we,
Oh,
rebuilding, rebuild
oh, 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 oh,
the same
But it's
location.
at the same location, yeah.
Yeah.
oh. Oh.
So then that's where a lot of the famous people came to visit and stay.
Mm.
1959. Wow. Miss Tomoko Matsushima, 1959. Wow. Imperial Prince Shirakitakawa.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, do we have a picture like this of when I visited? You no one took my picture.
I will put.
Some
So 1973 was already the 25th anniversary.
Mm,
and then this is the new building that was rebuilt.
right.
And then the high rise right behind that.
Mm. For that nice floor.
Wow.
This is my father and mother, Komatsu Kinjo and Sachiko Kinjo. Actually, my
Oh,
father passed away last year.
oh
And my
no.
mother is fine. Is very
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, when I went there in 2020, right before the pandemic, I saw your father downstairs, still
Mm.
walking around, I think, and I spoke briefly with your mother.
Mm.
She looks so genki.
Thank you. Very
Yeah. Aha.
And
I
this is
recognize this.
yeah, this is the Hotel Sun Palace that we all know. What what prompted this design? I know your father was an architect, but what prompted this design and this greenery?
Oh, well, my father thought that um, well, I think they have a chance to uh, watch the building in Acapulco, Mexico.
Oh,
So those cities building with very many greenery things with the building. So they want to build in Okinawa like that.
Hmm.
So he designed this kind of style, like round, half round um,
mm,
veranda.
very unique
And
design right in Naha.
mm,
Yeah, and
so
I feel like even 40 years later, this would be very eye-catching
oh,
design. Yeah,
ね
arigatou. Right.
even to this day.
And they renovated so they have beautiful rooms.
Mm,
Promotional greening. Wow, beautiful rooms.
thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Looks like it was recently renovated.
Mm. Well, it's
Wow.
already 10, 13, 14 years.
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
But we still last year during uh, the pandemic, we
Mm-hmm.
you know renew the just the floor or uh, 廊下はなんだっけmany things we have fixed.
But I think so many HUA people are familiar with this staircase. It's
Yeah.
kind of a grand staircase to go upstairs to get to the restaurant.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
And then the shop in the back. Ah,
Yeah.
beautiful family.
Right. This is recent picture.
So that's Ray, right? On the left side, your son,
Right.
and of course your daughter Maori,
Mm.
and your mother Manaka.
Right.
Um,
Masami.
what a this is a great family photo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ray is
Let's see.
Sydney right now.
He's in Sydney. Oh yeah, he's attending the University of Technology in Sydney.
Right. Right.
Here's your photo.
Oh, this is the VIP photo. Okay.
Actor.
Yeah. Visit by famous person. Not me. It was probably Norman Nakasone. You know, I I wonder if Norman's watching, but this was our shortest trip to Okinawa. Norman and I flew in on Friday
Uh,
and we left on Monday. And
Oh, my
but the
goodness.
reason for that was because it was the 30th anniversary of the Hawaii Okinawa Student Exchange Program, and they were celebrating in Okinawa, and we couldn't miss it because all the participants, the teachers, and Kencho officials that have been involved over the 30 years were all coming together. So that's why we were there. And my niece is standing next to me because she was a part of the Hawaii students that go to Okinawa for phase 2 of the Hawaii Okinawa Student Exchange. And then you see Masami in the middle. And then next to her, representing Jane Sarakaku, is Michelle Whalen. So she went to the ceremony to in Jane's place. And then Masaji, and then of course Kalin Sewake, our local boy that lives in Yomitan.
Very cool. Very cool. More photos of the lobby area. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice,
Oops.
very comfortable lobby, you know. Just and they always have great food.
Yeah. Memorable food.
Oh, yushi tofu. The where's that? Oh yes, this is the picture I wanted to get to. I've never been to a hotel that you can rent the
how do you
Kariushi
Local
wear.
attire, right? Local attire.
It's for free for the staying guest.
Wow.
Of course, when I looked through the rack, they were all too small for me.
Only has
I'm too,
3L or 4L.
oh, okay. I know. I'm too fat for the nice selection of Kariushi wear. But that's all photos of Sun Palace in Naha, and of course, I was telling Hitoshi and Masami, I said when I used to catch the taxi and the older taxi drivers, I said, okay, please, Hotel Sun Palace, onegaishimasu, and they're like, doko? Because they only know it as Kyuyokan. And so until you say Kyuyokan, they're like, oh, okay, and they know where to go. So it's so funny. But they also have a beautiful resort out in Onna. Those of you not familiar with Okinawa, if you go out towards past Chatan and then Yomitan and along the beach, along the coast there, you hit Onna. And there's a lot of beautiful hotels out there. In fact, Halekulani is out there now too as well.
That's right.
And so you have Moon Beach and Palace Inn. So if you don't want to stay in Naha, you can go out to Onna and stay right on the beach.
That's free.
All right, explain this picture of Okinawa.
これはなんだ
これなんだ? It's Manoa.
Manoa.
Oh, Manoa. It looks like it could be Okinawa. Huh? これなんで?
I believe this might have been Maori's picture, and just like her parents, she loves Hawaii. But, the Hawaii connection, I asked them to send me some photos of their connections to Hawaii. And of course, everybody in Okinawa and Hawaii is connected through Urakeko.
Mm.
And
Right.
so, such an energetic person and such an ambassador for actually both Hawaii and Okinawa.
Hmm.
And I believe the next few pictures, Hitoshi, was this for the opening of the Okinawa Center?
Yeah, I think so. Because the right side is my father. He's very young, and the Masami
Mm.
side, I think opening or after 1 year, 2 years.
Oh.
Mm, 1989, it says, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, right. That would be, yeah, about the opening. Oh, I see 95 on one.
So 1990, 92 or 91, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
So we,
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
I met Masami together. So, well,
And
we
then
were
there's so many familiar faces in this photo.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Betsy Miyahira. I'm
Masami.
forget, I'm forgetting the names of some of these people, but
This is
I know who
95,
they are.
95.
I think if I say Jane, it would be about four of them. And then, of course, your dad in the parade.
Wow. Which parade is this?
That's in Fantastic Festival at the time.
Oh, oh,
89, it said 1989.
yeah, 1989.
So
Yeah.
you said because your father had a special relationship with Kentetsu, of course, being travel, related, and so bridging Okinawa and Hawaii even at that time to tourism.
はい、そうです。本当です。
Mm,
Also,
Sugoi.
Tyler is a singer.
Oh, Miss Yuki Tara.
Our famous song is
This one
Okay, explain this picture because I don't recognize anybody in this picture.
yeah,
me.
I lived in Little Garden when I was in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
oh.
Yeah, the near zoo, Waikiki. Yeah.
Wow. So that's, of course, Hitoshi in the middle, and then I see you sitting, and then that's just a local friend or somebody from Okinawa,
So
From Japan,
from
Tokyo.
Japan,
from
Oh,
Tokyo.
oh,
Oh.
oh.
All of you look local, so hard to tell.
And Masami-san, how did you? So why? How did you find yourself in Hawaii?
How did I?
Or how did you? Why did you? What was the reason for you coming to Hawaii?
Oh, I wanted to learn Hawaiian jelly. I wanted to learn how to Hawaiian jelly, and
Oh,
then decided to go to Hawaii in
and,
1992.
wow, 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 wow. And how long did you end up staying there, living
Two,
there, living here?
2 years and a half.
Wow, wow, okay, okay.
Then I
You
couldn't.
stayed. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I couldn't find the Hawaiian jelly school. Class. That's why I worked one of Hawaiian jelly shop, and while also studying English UH at UH.
Oh. So you really had hands-on training at an actual Hawaiian jewelry shop.
Mm,
なん
hands-on.
か本当になんか学校かなんかなんていうのかな。
Yeah, like
え、
仕事の学校. But
仕事やりながら習ってる
but more
jewelry
importantly,
Oh, okay.
but more importantly, you stayed long enough to meet Hitoshi.
そうです
Because
ね。Mm.
because you have this beautiful wedding picture,
Oh, yeah.
and you have to tell everyone where this wedding picture was taken.
Tall flower girl. Can you see the tall flower girl? is
Mm.
Keiko's niece and Rika-chan, yeah. Then Ring Boy was Casey Miyahira.
Betsy Miyahira's grandson.
Oh.
Then
And then doko? Kono photo.
Hawaii House Church at downtown.
So
Oh.
truly, I mean, you folks,
Beautiful.
you wanted to get married in Hawaii. I mean, how special is that?
But we had a wedding party in Okinawa
Mm.
twice.
Oh, I see. So you got married over here, and then back in Okinawa had a reception
Also,
party.
we had a wedding party at the Harekulani in Hawaii.
Oh.
Oh.
Then MC host
すごい。
was Higashi Onna and Ura Keiko.
Oh.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Superstar
Yeah.
superstar host.
Yeah.
Is it okay to ask how you two met?
Ah,
There's no online dating back then, right?
we were university student of UH, right? And sometimes Japanese group gathered, and then we played the tennis and the swimming. Ne?
So many
Japanese
people. I feel like I know several people who either from Okinawa or Japan who met in Hawaii during school and ended up getting married. So what a wonderful story.
See? It's because you came to Hawaii. That's why. And then, of course, then you started a beautiful family. And, you know, I think this is such a lovely picture because you folks are all wearing aloha wear.
We took it in Hawaii.
Yeah,
Oh, where did you take this picture?
in Alamana Shopping Center, ne? Photo studio.
Oh, Sears. That's where I took all my photos. Sears.
Maori was
Yeah, that's
Ray was
6
3.
years. Oh.
Oh, 3 and 6.
Mm.
Good age difference.
So even at this young age, they could already speak English.
Because they went to international school in Okinawa.
So they would learn English.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but international school have 2 months summer vacations. That's why that's too long, right? Then we want them to continue practicing English. Then
Wow.
they learn English
That's amazing.
quickly, but also forget English easily.
But I love like Maori is just all Hawaii. She got the Haleiwa North Shore hat. She got the Hurley t-shirt. And it's like just all. And like, is that Ray with the Quicksilver shirt?
Yeah.
Wow. This
This
also looks like you took this picture in Waikiki.
that's
あれ、ね、
Oh, Halekulani.
あれからにガーデン。
Yeah, beautiful family.
Yeah. Then a more recent photo of everybody all grown up. Parents look the same, but
Parents look the same.
Ray changed the most probably.
That's right.
But of course, we don't want to leave out another member of the family. And you know, one of the special members of the family is Anela.
Oh, I see.
ねら、
Oh,
Poor
cute.
Anela is so important, right, to the family, and but Anela couldn't join us on Yuntaku Live.
Oh, it looks like a stuffed animal.
So cute.
それでアネラ is from from the Hawaiian word.
Yeah.
意味は
Angel.
Angel.
And
Oh,
Oh.
is he an
Yeah.
angel?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good. Okay. Sometimes when you name something or somebody angel, they don't always turn out to be an angel, right? Oh, cute. Is that still angel?
Yes.
He looks like an angel.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, Masami, you mentioned that you worked at a jewelry store in Hawaii, and I believe maybe the next photo is a photo of your coworkers or the company staff,
Yeah.
right?
This photo is from our Christmas party. Yeah, that I worked at.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii.
And
yeah.
so, why Hawaiian jewelry? Why were you so interested in Hawaiian jewelry that you went all the way from Japan, traveled to Hawaii to want to learn?
Yeah. I wanted to learn. What is it? Why? And that I was very impressed when I saw Hawaiian jewelry. The depth and angle of carving makes different patterns of light, which I find
Oh, interesting.
cool and interesting.
So you really like that engraving, yeah?
Yes, I love.
eh,
Engraving.
oh. This is one of her creations, and of course, you are a senior advisor for pearls as well. You had to take a test in Tokyo and get certified, correct? Oh, sugoi. Now that you're certified with specialty in pearls, that means your jewelry is even more expensive then.
Yeah. This is beautiful. And this is black pearl,
Yes, Tahitian pearl.
the Tahitian pearl. Wow.
Tahitian pearl.
I know very little about
The blue one.
jewelry.
Blue one is Aquia pearl.
Oh. And is there a certain, it says Tahitian pearl, but is there only certain locations that you can find
You mean
these type of pearl? タヒティだけにしか探せないんですか？
No,
それともあっちこっち？
no, Tahiti じゃなくて、琉球、沖縄 is a first 最初に、
お
黒蝶貝 black shell pearl.
Is that Ishigaki?
石垣。
なるほどなるほど。
They taught to Tahiti. The Tahiti is the second one.
So it was first found in Ishigaki and then Tahiti after. This guy. Okay.
How come they didn't call it Ishigaki pearl then?
Ishigaki pearl.
Instead of Tahitian pearl.
Very expensive. Ishigaki, but you can say Ryukyu pearl.
Ryukyu pearl. Oh, I like that better.
Yeah. Oh, explain this because I see this kind of tile block all over Hawaii as well.
Yeah, it's a Hana block design, which is everywhere around Okinawa on buildings, gates, roads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Was that your inspiration?
Yeah, I believe that there's black spirit and
Yeah.
really good spirit.
Oh, so like a filter. Yeah.
This is a fancy himpun.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the なんて言うんだったっけこれはこのパターン。Minsa pattern, Okinawan pattern. Yeah.
But this is a very I thought it was a very unique pattern because you have the minsa, but yet on the side you have the element of the Hawaiian, jewelry engraving.
Oh.
This is my style.
It's very pretty. More minsa. Minsa with plumeria flower.
Yeah.
Mix of Hawaii and Okinawa, looks
Mhm.
like. Yeah.
Yes.
So how did you come up with the name Kirei Designs? I know it's kind of a play on word, like Kirei, but is there any other reason for Kirei Design?
Yeah. My customer says always, "Kirei ne." Your jewelry is kirei ne. Then words
Mm.
to me, then I kirei design.
Oh. No, there's no Hawaiian terminology to that, right?
Kirei?
Ki,
Kirei.
maybe le.
Oh, ki.
Yeah.
I thought maybe, well, that's why I was wondering. Maybe Masami thought, I'm going to put ki into my jewelry. And then, of course, then the lei for Hawaii.
Oh.
Well, I love that you incorporate a lot of Hawaii and Okinawan inspirations into your jewelry.
Because even this piece, right, Masami-san, you have the minsa, but also the clasp, or I don't know, not the clasp, but the upper part is, again, Hawaiian style engraving.
This is pearl necklace.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, art.
Oh.
How do you decide which one to wear, the 4 or the 5? Itsu? You gotta wear the itsu one day and the yo another day. Itsu yo.
いつ何いつの
Jodan. I was just saying, how do you decide which one to wear? You know, because one is
Oh.
itsutsu and one is yo. So you have to say, oh.
Like you have to wear it together. 一緒にやらないといけないんじゃないですか。
I think so. Yeah.
This is actually really interesting. Can you describe what this is?
This is Ryukyu Akashobin. Is have you ever
it's wrote by the Hitoshi Kinjo artist.
this this paint? Do you know Hirokumiya-san? He is painting artist.
Like a famous painter, yeah.
Yes.
But-
He also
But this
designed-
bird is indigenous to Okinawa, yeah, northern Okinawa. The Ryukyu, Ashobin.
Akashobin.
Akashobin, because it has a red bill, a red beak.
Hitoshi designed Keizu's mark, logo mark.
Oh.
Oh.
So that was the did he ask you to then create this? It's a collaboration.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then that tree branch is for
Oh,
Oh, it's pearl.
coral.
Coral. Oh.
and I engraved
Wow.
the part. I engraved the
That-
part. Mhm.
Wow, beautiful.
Oh. And then this, of course, is a really special project that you started.
Yeah, Koichi jewelry ね。Koichi.
So, of course, I think not everybody is familiar with kuruchi. We actually have a couple kuruchi trees at the Okinawa Center. And the kuruchi is, the ebony tree that needs to grow at least 100 years before they harvest it, and to make sanshin, the sao for the sanshin. And Masami thought that that's such an important part of Okinawa's history and Okinawa's tradition going forward, that she wanted to design something that captures that. And so she came up with the kuruchi leaf. But Masami, you use an actual leaf to create this jewelry,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
To make
Yes.
the imprints. Yeah, I like how you say on your box, it says for Okinawa's future harmony.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
So is that picture of near the
Yomitan no Kuruchi no Mori.
mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this started, I guess, many people, but especially Daiichi Hirata, started the Kuruchimori project because Okinawa didn't wasn't really preserving a lot of the trees, so they started collecting and fundraising to plant hundreds and hundreds of trees. That's why it's a Kuruchimori or forest, in hopes that in 100 years, Okinawa will be able to have resources to continue making sanshin.
There's Daiichi-san.
Yeah.
Always happy, that guy seems.
He is very good person.
Yeah.
And the boom.
Oh,
Oh, and he's wearing your
the
jewelry.
kuruchi. Oh. Oh, good for male and female. I like it.
大丈夫。
No, you're supposed to say male supposed to wear 2. Female can wear 1, but male supposed to wear 2.
See, my wife gonna get mad at me. She always get mad to say, hey, anybody can wear. Sugoi, sugoi.
But so has the idea of the kurochi leaf really been very popular in Okinawa? This piece of jewelry.
Oh no, this one I made. Yeah, this one first time I made this, and then I was.
But the sales been very good. People very interested.
なんか
い
人気あれ人気ありますかってこのクルチのジュエリー、人気じゃなくてなんて言うんだっけ？
売れてるかと。
そうそう。
Yeah, because I can pick the collagen leaves near my house in Naha, but I always pick the Yomitan.
クルチモリ。
Because they tell us story でしょ? Yeah.
But it's such an important history and story.
販売。
あ、ごめん。
売れてるか。どれぐらい売れてるか。
はいはいはい。
Over 100, I think.
Wow.
これはすごいですね。いいストーリーがあって、いいゴールもありますね。
Wow. So, I really appreciate that you have this passion for kind of meshing the Okinawa and Hawaii together in your jewelry, and of course some issues as important as kuruchi. So I really thank you for all your efforts, and I hope when Hawaii people visit Okinawa and stop by Sun Palace Hotel, because you have your jewelry on display at the hotel, and they'll be sure to visit. And
Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to promote and support, growing of the Kuruchi forest again, right? So, yes, when we go there, yeah, we have to help promote it.
yeah,
ハワイの人たちにもイントロデュースして。
or maybe if people in Hawaii really want their jewelry, then we're gonna have to find a way to bring it back here and promote for you here in Hawaii. So, speaking of your interest in Hawaii, well, we have a special surprise guest, and it's your daughter, Maori Kinjo.
うわ
So we saw her in all those photos. Hi, Maori.
Hi.
You were in all those photos looking like a regular local girl, right?
Yes.
I mean, I got to know you, but maybe DJ has some questions for you.
Well, yeah, Maori, love to find out. First, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And you seem like you're very well versed in English. I mean, how'd you come to learn English?
I think
Eh.
my mother kind of explained that. I went to international school. So basically, American education my whole entire life, pretty much.
And then, John had mentioned to me earlier that you were actually, like even during, you would come to Hawaii too for summer school.
Yes, I would. I would go pretty much every year. I think my parents would be like, okay, we're gonna go to Hawaii for about 1.5 months in my summer breaks because it was quite long. It's about like 2 months, I think, the international school. So then we would just go there, and then yeah, they would enroll us into their education schools.
Got it, got it. That's amazing. So even with your kids, you continue that Hawaii connection. Yeah. So it's such a strong connection. And Maori, where did you go to high school?
I went to Okinawa Christian School International. That was pretty much from kindergarten to high school. But then in one of those years, I went to Mid-Pac in Hawaii.
Hey,
And
Joel went to
Oh,
Mid-Pac.
yeah,
My
I know
son went to
John's fun
Mid-Pac.
there. Yeah, I had 1 year of Hawaiian, being a Hawaiian local there.
wow. And okay, let's see. And where do you go to college now?
I go to Queensland University of Technology, which is in Brisbane, Australia. So I'm actually in Australia right now. I'm not in Okinawa.
Oh, very cool. I don't hear a hint of Australian accent.
I'm really
You-
trying to, but I think the Hawaiian and Okinawan and everything else is like all gelled in together. Cannot
Oh,
change
so
anything
cool.
from that.
And how many years have you been in Brisbane?
I've been here. I think it'll be my 5th year. So
Wow.
then yeah, I'll be graduating hopefully in December,
Yeah.
the end of the year.
And
And you still don't say Bobby. Put it on the Bobby.
Oh
the
no,
barbecue.
no, no. Oh my goodness. People say like that's like one of the famous phrases, but nobody says it here. Actually, we just say barbecue.
Oh, really? Oh, funny.
And how has your experience been living in Australia?
It's been great. I think I definitely chose Brisbane on purpose. I know that Sydney and Melbourne is probably like the more popular choices, but I chose Brisbane specifically because it's called the Sunshine State, or Queensland is. And then I'm like, okay, I cannot survive the winter weather. I'm an Okinawan girl. I cannot like go through like negatives. So I decided on Brisbane, and yeah, it's been amazing so far. But definitely because of COVID, I missed Okinawa so much during that time. So I would always call back home and be like, "Can you like take a picture of what you ate today so I can get a glimpse?" Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Are there many Okinawans in where you live?
No, none. I don't think. Yeah, I think there's a in Sydney. There's a Okinawan like association group, but
Like a
not in Brisbane.
Kenjinkai.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah, you should start one, even if it's
yeah.
just you.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, and just make Okinawa soba. You probably make a lot of money. Okinawa soba
Definitely.
and andagi. I'll come make andagi for you.
Oh my gosh, yes,
So
please.
yeah, we have some beautiful pictures of you. Obviously not taken of you while you're in Brisbane, but this is such a wonderful, wonderful. That's not the same ball that you're holding, right? No.
No, this is the one on the right is my seijinski when I turned
Mm.
20. I think the left is when I was in preschool. Yeah,
Oh,
3 years old.
3 years old.
3 years.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I think
And
I
then,
remember, yeah, in the photo shoot, I think my mom held on to that 3-year-old photo very tightly. So when I went to the photo shoot for the 20th year, she's like, okay, I see the toy ball, get that, and just smile, making sure that that's
wow,
not
she
hot.
remembered.
可愛いでしょ。
Kawaii, kawaii.
Kawaii, とっても可愛い. Yeah, this photo of all of you, and who's the other girl there?
That's my cousin. So my
Oh,
mom's
Ah,
sister's daughter. Yeah.
and just by chance, I happened to recognize that this was taken on the campus of Sacred Hearts.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was gonna say it looks like Hawaii, but
Except you weren't doing shaka. You're doing real Japanese photo.
I was still
Peace.
Japanese, you know. The Japanese inside of me came out.
So even explain the next photo to me. Aside from you still doing Japanese piece.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I think that was in one of my Sacred Hearts classes. I took musical theater because I think I really liked music since young. So then this was, I think, like the showcase of like the musical that we did, and then that was me and my mom in one of the classrooms.
Oh, this must be in Yomitan.
Yes, that's my international school. That was grade
Ah,
5, I think. Yeah.
Where in Yomitan is this school?
It's in Zakimi. Zakimi.
Oh, okay.
this is not Saiku Shogakko, Shogakko ka. This is like a grade school through high school.
Yeah, so it's actually from kindergarten to 12th grade. So like everything,
Ah,
every grade.
got it,
It's a
got it.
very small school.
No, I went to an Okinawan grade school, Saiku Shogakko, but it was in Japanese, not international, but it was a Christian school.
Oh, I
So I'm just
see.
curious.
Hmm.
I don't even know where it's at anymore. It was a long time ago. Not as long as John, but
That's okay. I don't remember last week anyway. So this junior senior banquet, where was this?
This was where was this?
Monza.
Rizan Sea Park.
Oh yeah, Rizan Hotel. I don't know where that is. I think it's どこら辺?
It's on
But in
village.
Onna? Oh, okay. So for your high school senior banquet.
Yeah.
But Ray looks all dressed up, and he would have been if you were a senior. He's only what, a sophomore? No, not even a sophomore, freshman, right?
I think this was when. No, I think he was in 8th grade because I think we were 4-year difference. So this
Oh,
was,
for school.
yeah. But yeah, I think this was about. Actually, I think you're correct. Freshman year.
freshman.
Yeah.
Cool picture.
And I recognize this photo. This is Mid Pacific Institute, isn't it?
Pacific Institute.
Did you enjoy your time there?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness, I loved it so much. Yeah.
Was
I think-
that your senior year in high school?
No, this was my grade 10. What's that?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, it
was
was-
it hard not to go back? For
Yeah,
11th
definitely. I
and-
think, yeah, once I got used to everything, definitely was quite hard to let go. But I mean, a part of me did miss Okinawa a lot, so that was like it was like a bittersweet kind of thing, bittersweet moment to come back.
Oh, okay. And explain the next photo.
Oh, that's the high school's like class. We had a very small class, so that was my senior year class. Field. It's not a field trip. It's a trip to Ishigaki.
Oh.
Yeah, we had our photo shoot there. I guess. At
I like
beach.
the guy that is totally Rastafari over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yes. Very.
But yeah, such a diverse looking class. I mean,
Yeah.
that's so interesting.
Yeah.
And then this
like-
looks like the Okinawa Festival.
Yes, that was I think I don't remember which year, 2014 or 2015. But that was when I was in mid-pack that I was able to actually join the Okinawan
Oh.
Festival.
That's not your cousin, right?
No,
That's-
no.
Okay.
That's my friend, my long friend that I made in Sacred Hearts and I've been friends with ever since.
Oh, very cool. Did you guys make this shisa?
No.
You know what?
Played.
No, but you know what's funny is I think I have this shisa now.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was stored here, if I'm not mistaken, or one that looks just like it.
Oh my god.
So
Maybe it's
so
that
we
one.
we use it in our performances now.
Being in, well, you're from Okinawa, born in Okinawa, raised in Okinawa. You've been traveling all over, have opportunity to live in Hawaii, now in Australia. I mean, how has it impacted you, as an Okinawan person, your Okinawan identity? I'm just kind of curious, being an Okinawan person and going all over.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an interesting experience. A lot of I think had to go through a lot of like identity kind of okay, where do I hang on to? But I think at the center of all, like definitely in Okinawan, Uchinanchu. And I think what makes it special about I guess going around globally is the fact that it makes you appreciate Okinawan culture even more. So I think when I go back to Okinawa, I'm just like just marveled by everything. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's the beach. Or like when I see andagi, then I'll just eat it whole. I think it's just because I think when I lived in Okinawa, I would just blink, at the ocean and be like, oh yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, next, like I'm gonna go to Family Mart. But then when I'm here, I don't get the ocean view. So when I go back, I'm just like just so amazed by the nature there and the people, and yeah, just even more gratitude and appreciation, I think, for the culture.
And then you said you're graduating very soon. Where do you find yourself? Where next?
Oh my goodness. I think I'll still be here in Brisbane.
Oh,
I do have like a job lined up, so I guess I'll pursue
very
that
cool.
for now, just building experience. But definitely just going back and forth from Okinawa as well.
Ah,
Yeah.
very cool. I'm sure your parents want you back though,
Yeah, definitely. They're like,
back in
when are you
Okinawa.
coming back?
Very
So
cool.
with all the travels and living in different countries, you still kept your passion for music, right? Seemed like you said in even in grade school you had a passion for the arts, and so you what instruments do you play?
I actually started with the ukulele, and then it like I guess went into guitar. That's pretty much my main instrument. So I play those two. I actually started with piano as well, but that kind of faded off. So yeah, my primarily is yeah guitar.
Yeah, we have pictures of you performing.
Yes.
What was this group?
So this was one of my live events, my gigs in Okinawa. So I would perform at this live house called Live House Mods. I think it's a pretty famous, pretty long-standing live house. So I would be in their event called Super Teens because I was a teen back then. So this would be done pretty much monthly, and they would show I guess show or get young artists from Okinawa to be involved in this event. So I would be in one of them.
You know, you talk about performing and whatnot, but um, you're talking to me about when you're in Hawaii and you're already getting into writing songs,
Yes.
and you wrote a song, right?
Yes, I did. It's
Tell us about that.
so I definitely am still on the journey of songwriting, but I think I actually started writing in Hawaii. I think it was shown of the Manoa picture, picture of Manoa, the beautiful rainbow. That was my window view,
Oh,
which is just amazing. I miss it so much. But that was the window that I would kind of peer over while I'm songwriting or playing music, especially just to de-stress. I think that's one of the main things of why I kept with music was because it was, something that I loved, as well as it helped with stresses as well. But yeah, my first original is called Young Again. It was we lived yeah, near, so basically peering over Noah, and uh, basically there was this, I think, Montessori school, I think, right in
Mm.
front. So then I think, high school, it's a very stressful time for everyone. So I think that was when like I would watch the Montessori school kids play around and like run around and have fun. And I think that was kind of what um, the narrative that I used to create this original, my first original song.
Oh, would you be inclined to play it for us today?
Oh yes, definitely. All right.
Okay, and
Hey.
yes, let's hear it. I don't think anyone, not too many people have heard your wonderful
Yeah.
voice, and so yeah, let's hear your first written composition.
Yes. All right. Yes. This is called Young Again. Tired, worn down. Every day is too slow, yet too fast. Losing sanity. Big city, small town. Distance between us is an ocean so vast. A modern tragedy. But before you go, I have one thing to ask. Can we be young again? Forget all of our worries. Let's climb up, let's slide down. Let's laugh until we cry. Can we be young again? Let time tick by more slowly. Let now feel like forever with you, with you. Let down my walls, then you and I became a perfect team. You were someone I counted on. Late night phone calls, on and on, from hobbies, fears to dreams. Where have they all gone? But before you go, can you please think this through? あの日に戻れたら何も気にせず、無邪気に素直に笑い疲れるまであの日に戻りたい。時の流れを止めてこの瞬間をずっと with you, with you. Memories live always, but I want you to stay. Please don't fade away. I need you to stay, 'cause memories live away, but I want you to stay. Please don't fade away. I need you to stay. Can we be young again? Forget all of our worries. Let's climb up, let's slide down, let's laugh until we cry. あの日に戻りたい。時の流れを止めて、この瞬間をずっと with you, with you. Thank you.
Wow. That was so beautiful.
You know, I can't remember what year I first heard your performance on YouTube, and even at that time I thought, wow, you have such a smooth and soothing voice. It's
Very
like,
calming.
yeah, it's so nice to listen to. And you know, I found that you had a lot of performances on that YouTube, Nanairo Noto. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yes, so Nanairo Noto is this YouTube channel. Pretty much, their mission is to showcase Okinawan talent. So there's a lot of videos that include, Okinawan artists or that also uses Okinawan uchinaguchi, as well as Okinawan songs that are translated into English. So I got involved through translating one of the famous Okinawan artist song called 366 Nichi, which is translated to 366 days. So yeah, I think it has about 1 million views.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Wow,
but
wow,
yeah,
wow.
I think basically through that, they really want to highlight different Okinawan elements as well. Even their music videos are all shot
Mm-hmm.
in Okinawa,
Yeah,
and it's just
beautiful videos.
absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and yeah, pretty much I think that's a project I've been involved with since I think 2018 is
Wow.
when I started. Yeah.
And then you also released a CD.
Yes, CD, or I guess I was involved in one of the CD compilations. It was called the company is called Honey Meets Island. They released a lot of background music. I think that's how I would describe it. So
Mm.
they approached me and said, "Hey, we want to make this CD." Where people can listen to it and imagine Okinawa. And I was like, okay. So I sang a cover of I Can't Help Falling in Love, and kind of gave it a more soulful kind of twist as well. And yeah, that's a picture of the music video for that particular project.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know that go on YouTube and just either put in Maori Kinjo and you'll find a whole bunch of videos that she did with Nanairo Noto. But I love reading the comments for a lot of those videos because they note that obviously there's people that really appreciate and know their music, and they said that they like the way that you put a creative spin on some of your covers. And it's so nice to hear that, and knowing that one, you're so young, and that I know you say you like jazz, so you bring probably so many different elements into your music. Would you be willing to do a cover for us today?
Oh yes, for sure. Would love to.
Okay, pick a cover, and let's everyone on Yuntaku Live here.
Okay. Well, I'll choose How Deep Is Your Love
Oh my God,
by
that's from like my high school days. Okay.
Young
Yes,
again. John
Yeah,
is young
young
again.
again.
I'll dedicate to you, John.
Okay. I probably danced to this at prom.
Oh my god. Shows you're dancing with this.
Yeah.
All right. So yes. This is my cover of How Deep Is Your Love. I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. In the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. Then you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. It's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really mean to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know the door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you, when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really mean to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Then you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really mean to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. How deep is your love? Thank you.
Wow.
Wow, I like that version better than the Bee Gees.
Beach.
Everybody's like, Bee Gees, who's that? But oh yeah, wow, you're gonna have to stand up and slow dance with DJ over here.
Yes.
Yes.
But it. You mentioned that you also continuing your performance and your singing and playing with the local church music ministry, and you've been doing that for the last couple of years. But very recently, you were chosen by a very important group in Okinawa, and I wanted you to explain what that's about.
Yes, so I had the privilege of creating the English cover version, or not cover, English version of the Shuri No Uta song. Basically, this Shuri No Uta project is basically a project that wants to help the reconstruction of the Shuri Castle that burnt down a few years ago. And this, I think they approached me during my time here during COVID. So they asked if I could create the English version of it, and I was very very happy because I think being here, I think especially being overseas, not in Okinawa, it's so heartbreaking kind of seeing the images of the Shuri Castle burning down, and it's kind of like what can I do? And I think at that time I was just kind of felt lost at that moment of like, okay, how can I contribute? How can I help when I'm overseas? And I think this project came about, and I was like, I would love to do anything that could help this Shuri Castle that we all know and love to be reconstructed. Yeah.
Yeah, this is, close to our hearts here in Hawaii. I was there in 2019 before it burned down, took a group to tour the castle. So then when I was receiving calls, I think it was like Halloween morning, 2019, that the Shuri Castle was on fire, and watching it live as it was getting worse and worse and just beyond, comprehension of what's going on. So people in Hawaii and abroad, we raised over $10,000 and took that to Okinawa and presented it to the governor. But when I heard that the theme song for the restoration project was now gonna be done in English, and it was you, wow. That's something that I wanted everyone else on Yuntaku Live to hear. And so, if you would honor us with your performance of Shuri no Uta.
Yes, I would love to. So yes, this is Shuri no Uta. It's a translation called Shuri's Song. If you listen to this on Spotify or any streaming services, a part of the profit does get contributed to the reconstruction. So please do listen. Yes, this is Shuri no Uta. Surrounded by the blue sky and sea, Okinawa came to be, sending prayers into the Ryukyu's flowing winds. Let it reach across the whole wide world. No matter how the waves will try to bring us down, we rise stronger than before. Looking up to see the sun, taking in its light, we step into the future. On the land of Shuri, you mightily stood, being the hope of every soul. As descendants of this lasting love for you, forever. Together let us make our memories of your reality once again. Let this melody of hope reach to the ones that call Okinawa their home. The quiet breeze, the sway of trees as the earth takes a moment to breathe, cherishing the fullness of the people and the island. Let us live in peace and harmony. You taught me how to find my joy in the simple little things, to never take anything for granted, and learn to appreciate the blue sky and sea. Shows us the way, leads us to a brighter tomorrow. Whatever it takes to chase our dreams until eternity. Together let us make our memories of your reality once again. Let this melody of hope reach to the ones that call Okinawa their home. Thank you.
Wow, that just makes me want to just like jump on a plane and go to. No, that's so nice. Yeah, like you mentioned, everyone go to Spotify or support not only Maori but the Shuri Restoration Project. I didn't even think of that. I was just watching it over and over on YouTube. So I
That's
guess
already helping.
that's not. So of course, I love that YouTube video because I see Anella in that YouTube video as well. So, but such a beautiful voice, Hitoshi and Masami. You have such a beautiful and talented daughter. We're so glad that we could share her with our Yuntaku Live audience. And, hopefully one day we'll be able to convince her to come and perform for our Okinawan festival here in Hawaii.
I would love to.
Talented family too.
Yes. So, wow, we covered a lot of stuff tonight, and ran the gamut from tourism with Hitoshi and making sure that now everyone knows that we have a place to go. If you're going to Las Vegas, you go to the California Hotel. But if you're going to Okinawa and you're going to stay in Naha, you go to the Sun Palace Ryokan. And then you can also then venture out to Onna and stay at the Palace Inn. Then, of course, while you're there, women, you can buy some beautiful jewelry from Masami, pearl and engraved silver jewelry, as well as, men, buy it for your significant others. Nothing wrong with that. And, of course, then our special featured guest, Maori Kinjo, thank you for, really just on the spot performing for us. I know that's not easy to do. We don't give you any time to warm up your voice or anything, and no help from any other kind of sound equipment. So I really appreciate your not only your talent but your willingness to perform for us tonight.
Yes, thank you for sharing your heart and music.
Thank you for having me.
All of you are a true representation of Chimugukuru, or the Okinawa spirit and heart. So I really want to thank you guys for joining us on Yuntaku Live. I hope you enjoyed yourselves spending your time. And, let's see, speaking of time, it's probably about, 3:30 in Okinawa and about 4:30 in Brisbane. Am I correct, Maori?
Yes.
And it's much colder in Brisbane because it's their winter now, and not like the July summer heat in Okinawa and humidity. But you're welcome to come back to Hawaii anytime.
Yes, please do.
I don't have Sun Palace, but I have the Itomura Hotel, and
Itomura Hotel.
Can we get the Itomura Andagi as well?
Yes, of course. That's the only thing served at the Itomura Hotel. So, yes, I'd love to have you folks back to Hawaii.
Hitoshi and Masami, I can't wait to meet you guys when we go to Okinawa very soon. Looking forward to meeting you.
And making sure we take a nice VIP picture.
We got to get more people for that, I think.
In front of the hotel.
We have to make it look epic.
Yeah, with the chair and everything. We have to sit on the chair. You're not important if you're not sitting on the chair.
We haven't made it there yet, John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But again, thanks again. The DJ, final words for tonight.
No, Kinjo family, thank you very much from joining us all the way from Okinawa, from Brisbane, Australia. Truly a treat just to kind of connect everybody globally. And thank you Maori for sharing your music with us. And so yes, very much looking forward to meeting you.
Yes, thank you guys for having us.
Well, thank you guys, and to the guests out there, thank you so much for continuing to support us. Every couple weeks. Again, we have a Yuntaku show every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you guys all very soon. And aloha, guys. Yeah.